Hey there, Citizen Paler here, and welcome back. It's time for another tour of duty, and this time we're going to be taking out the Starfarer Gemini? Starfarer something. Gemini, yeah. So, two Starfarer variants. There is the Gemini and then the standard Starfarer. This one is the more military-esque version, mainly because it has those at the front. It has missiles or torpedoes. I guess they're more missiles than torpedoes out the front side of them. That's the main difference. It's a little more robust. I think maybe the other one doesn't have these turrets also. These front-facing turrets. It definitely has that upper turret up there. Maybe bigger guns on it, but overall it's the same basic ship. This was the original large ship that they put into the game. I guess is considered large. You got your fighters, then you got your mediums, and then this is large, or maybe this is considered bigger than that. It's a refueling ship. So it's designed to do two things. It's designed to store fuel in these tanks, unload that into other ships that need it or whatever, refueling your hammerheads, your Idrises, your javelins, and all that. But it can also siphon fuel. So the front area, you're able to like skim gas giants, similar to Hurston. Where'd it go? Where's the main girl at? There she is. You're able to supposedly, or eventually, you're going to be able to like skim those, collect up, process it into quantum fuel that you can use. So you don't need to go back and like refill this thing once it's empty. You do need to go refill it, but not at a space station or whatever. You can collect your own. In theory, you're also going to be able to use it to make a good bit of money doing that, going out, collecting up the fuel, and then selling it to refineries or whatever as need be. So that's what these all are. These are large refueling tanks. For now, the refueling system doesn't work at all. It's just visual effects in here. Let's go ahead and let's get moving up to the cockpit so we can take off. I forget, there's a landing button. Here it is. Yeah, we'll open the door. We will walk through it all as we go, but first we got to get off the landing pad so we don't get redocked. It's been a while since I've been in one of these. I've done a walkthrough of this ship before when it first came out. Kind of forgot it a little bit. I'll find my way around. I'll remember. It's this way, and then in here. Might have to go up another half deck. No, not the ladder. Not the ladder. Not the ladder. Oh, I got to turn around. Okay, yeah, here. 3.3 and its ladders. They're so angry. They're so angry. So there is the captain's seat. Obviously, we don't have a captain, so we're going to be piloting ourselves. Well, we are the captain, but we're also the pilot. So we get in here. Very much a MISC cockpit. You'll see when I take off here what I'm talking about. The long front nose, relatively obstructed front of view, but also clean and kind of cool looking. Let's blah 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 blah. It sounded like the exterior did close on its own. Did it? Yeah, it did. Okay, that's convenient. I was gonna say we just don't want anybody EVing it out, jumping up into the ship while we're trying to do this. Okay, so that's on. Where's my engines? Engines were probably over here. There's engine on. Did they turn on? Yes, they did. We're up in the air. We're not a quick maneuverable ship. Not that it's supposed to be. I'm not complaining about that. Just that was a little sluggish getting up off the landing pad. We'll tracked up the landing gear. For this one, it's just that. There's no like real fancy landing gear type thing here. As you can tell, this ship's not very aerodynamic. This is not something you're going to want to take planet side if you can avoid it. It's just not what this thing is designed for, especially when 3.35 or 3.5 comes out. This is going to be when you're going to want to keep an atmosphere, space stations, things along those lines. Let's just move back over here. We'll come to a stop. We get out and take a look around. You know, it's going to fill a very vital role. This is going to be an important ship to have in any fleet. This and what's the Crucible? I think that's the repair ship. I almost said salvage. The Reclaimer is the salvage, but the Crucible, I think, is going to be the important one, which can repair a whole bunch of other ships. Go ahead and get out. I don't think I was supposed to get out that side. Maybe I was. That works. Okay. But yeah, you got a very Star Trek-y bridge. So you got obviously pilot, co-pilot, captain, like a navigator and an engineer up here. It's clean. It works. We got the damaged smoking particle effects going on, which is a little concerning. Come through here. Towards the back here, you have your escape pods. So 4 escape pods, 5 escape pods? 5. 6 escape pods. Okay. So you have, what do we have in here? We have 5 in here. And then I guess 1 additional crew member maybe? Coming to the back here. Here's going to be like your loading, unloading of the cargo. So down there is where our main hull we came in. Nothing we can interact with there. Come through here. This is sort of symmetrical, so over there is another one. Now that ladder, that side there doesn't go back down to the base level. Stay away from the ladder. Stay away from the ladder. Let's go back down to the main level. Here we'll connect across. That'll take us outside. We'll go out there in a moment. Let's go back down to the bottom. I hurt myself going down the stairs. Yeah, so a fairly large cargo area. You can get a fair bit of cargo in this. It's not a cargo hauler. If you want a cargo hauler, the Freelancer is not going to come in much less than this, and is going to be a lot more efficient just because of time in terms of hauling cargo. But you can carry supplies with this. You know, you're working as a fleet resupply ship in terms of fuel. You can also carry supplies along. Obviously, we do have these rumble seats. They didn't used to work. They still don't. Oh, wait, actually, now they do. Yeah. They didn't used to work. I don't remember them working. Okay. Go back in. Get up. So that's what we got down here, which is just fine. Towards the front here, there is a docking collar, and that's going to lead through. There's actually like an airlock. Yeah, so there's an airlock into here, and in this area in here, there's a docking collar for it. There's also this part here. I think this is supposed to eventually get you up into the nose for like reloading those torpedoes. This has never been implemented. I don't know what this is supposed to be. There's no doors on the outside here that those go into. I think that's up in the nose. Like on the other side of here would be those missile bays or whatever. And then obviously the docking collar will go back in. It's fine. We don't need to close the door. It's not like it's my ship, right? So that's all you got down here. And you can also bring a fair number of vehicles in here. You can probably fit 3 Tumble Cyclones. It'll be a little hard to park in here. Quite a few Dragonfly Noxes. So you can also work as a pseudo dropship. Of course, that means going planet side, which I just said you don't want to do with this thing. It's not so much the going, it's the leaving. That's the problem. Come up top here. This deck here towards the front, we've already seen. That's where all of that is, or the cockpit. Actually, we'll go around. We'll go around through here like we're supposed to. This loops back up to the, it's kind of like an engineering area that we can get to. I can't remember actually how you get to the, is it an elevator? It's over here. Turn this on. This goes around. Yeah, that's it. It's up there. So, I lied. I got lost. That is the crew quarters. Well, let's take it deck by deck. Let's start with deck 2. We did the first deck. Here's deck 2. I walked by the door. Yeah, so no, it is symmetrical. Come out here for deck 2. There's no stairs down up here. That's the only stairs up. But as we come back out here, then we have the airlock on the other side. Come out here. So that's the other side of that. Through here, and this will get us out onto, come on. Oh, come on. Right there. Out onto that upper catwalk where the fuel canisters are. So you're going to have to probably have like an engineer out here or something doing the refueling. They're going to do this. They'll be evening out. And you are in here. You can be out on this catwalk in quantum. It's quite interesting. It's pretty cool. In fact, what we might do for when we cut off is I'll go quantum towards Hurston, and I'll run out here because we'll have enough time that we can just come out here. It's neat little effect when you're on here and the whole ship is flying along, especially if the pilot's like doing maneuvers, because you're just kind of like hanging on. Well, you're not hanging. You're just standing here because you're inside the grid. But it's an interesting effect. Out here will be where you do all that stuff, though. I'll be interested in how they implement that game mechanic, because they want things to not be mini gamed, but they also want them to be interactive. So we'll see. Like there's gonna maybe be like similar to modern day fighters, where you got to drag that hose and they catch it in their nose cone or something. All right, up top here we do have, like I said, the crew quarters. It's been a little while since I've been in this thing, so bear with me. I think this is engineering. lift access. There's an elevator here. Up to... This is the crew area. Yeah. Let's go back down the lift. Let's figure out what we're doing. Ah. So in here, back this way, what do we have back here? Turret. More escape pods. Oh, we're above the fuel tanks. That's right. We're in the long cylinders above the fuel tanks. The fuel tanks are down underneath us here. And then back here, I think, is a turret. Yeah, there's a turret in the back. Turret right there. You can kind of see it. It's glitched out. But you can see the guns on it. So there are 3 turrets on this thing. 2 in the back underneath and then 1 up top. So that's what that leads to. And there's going to be mirrored on the other side. Here, nothing. Come around here, the reactor. Or the shield generator. Not quite as fancy as some of the newer ones. This is going to lead... What's this? Oh, so this is probably reactor. That one's shield generator. Yeah. 2 more escape pods. That's going to lead down to the turret. Through here. And it's out here. Oh, this is where that other ladder come up. That's right. There's like hiding crawl spaces. Can I get down? Come on. Get on the ground. How do I get on the ground? I don't know how to go prone and... There we go. Still learning that advanced key scheme. Yeah, so there's little hidden crawl spaces in throughout this ship. I forgot about these. Very Alien-esque. And this time we're actually talking the movie Alien. Just the smoky the red light and these tight confined areas. So that's that, and then there's another one this way. This ladder heads up to the upper deck. So this is the ladder here. No. That's the ladder I was getting stuck on. That's down below by the cockpit type area, by the bridge. So you do have ladders, like if the power is out on the ship and everything. Well, you got stairs, but you got ladders you can go up through. Because, come here. So this is going to lead to another lift access, which will take us up top, but then there's another ladder right here on the side of the lifts. To me, this ship actually, in terms of the lifts and ladders, makes more sense. It does seem to be designed for a ship that loses power or whatever, and you can still get to the important parts via. So here's another ladder. This is that one in that little cuppy that we just saw. So there is an elevator here. It's basically mirrored. So you have turret. Here you have elevator down, the one on the left, ladder. Here you have elevator down, the one on the left. If we turn around from the turret, obviously you can see you have crew quarters here. So that's the mess area. And here is the captain's quarters. So his bed, his nice big desk area. He's got his own little air stuff there. Bathroom. Come back around here. And then on the other side, or to the left and the right, I think is not there. Through here? Yeah, here's the crew beds. So what we got? 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7 crew is basically what they're saying to bring on board here. None of these locker work. This was all implemented before the new lockers and everything, so none of them work. And then back in here is bathrooms. It looks like there's a man and a woman bathroom. Seems like they would just be unisex and you use whichever one's open, but okay. More lockers. It's basic cruise compartment stuff. Oh yeah. We'll get up in the top turret, I guess. Whoop. Come on. Okay, so the third person works, but it's on the character rather than the turret. So, let's see here. Power on. Switch gyro mode. Yay! Switch gyro mode. No, not exit. All right, well, that was the turret. So, there you go. It's a turret. It's on top. It's got fairly large guns, which is okay, I guess. Come back here. And that's basically the ship. There's not a whole lot more to it. It's just some living quarters and a bunch of fuel tanks with some storage area. You will get lost in here a little bit. Okay, turret there, so exit is here. We'll take the ladder down, or this ladder down. All right, we're down. So crawl space over here. We'll take the next ladder down. By which I mean fall down. Get off the ladder. Get off the ladder. And then we turn around and we're back over that area. Yeah. Jump up front here. Let's open up the mobiGlas. Just take a look. I'm mainly wondering what her quantum is. Right there, propulsion. She has a size 3. Have I tested a size 3 yet? I am not sure I have. I've done a bunch of size 2s. Size 2s make it Olisar to Hurston 6.5, 7 minutes, somewhere in there. Whereas size 1s are around 12 minutes. Let's see here. Number of missiles. So these are all those front missiles. Will they light up? Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Can't zoom in. And then, what size? Size 4. She's covered in size 4. So you have 4 for the pilots to use, 2 on either side. You have more up in the turrets. The turrets are size 3s. Panther repeater. So you have 4 size 4s and 6 size 3s for defense on this thing. Obviously, they're defense. This is not an aggressive combat role ship. Close that. Let's go ahead and let's get back into the pilot seat. What we'll do is we'll do that jump. We'll go stand on the back deck for a little bit. It's a neat effect. It's kind of weird being in quantum but being outside in space. So we want to turn the engines back on. Engines on. All right, and then Hurston. Set route. Let me grab my phone here. I'm going to time this just out of my curiosity. I'll go ahead and I'll annotate it in the video in case you're interested. Roughly how long it takes a size 3 engine to get to Hurston. Okay, so we'll come around here. We'll start spooling our engine up. Our landing gear's not down, is it? Oh boy, we don't want to crash into that. She's sluggish. She is sluggish. Okay. There we go. And engage. Start timer. Maybe. There we go. Woo! Took it a little bit to get moving. Might be intentional. And we'll exit out of our pilot seat. Could have some fun role-playing in this, I imagine. Not really my thing, but, you know, captain sitting here canning out orders. Do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. Engines to full and all that other stuff. Let's go jump outside. So, gotta remember to go through the quantum effects coming through the wall. It's a little crazy. One thing this ship does right now, only that back ramp. So a lot of these ships of this size, they have multiple entry points, elevators that'll go up and down. Not with this thing. It's just that ramp. But this is really cool. And we could jump off right now. We would kind of just come to a stop and be sitting there and be screwed. It would ruin my test of when the ship arrived. Oh, there's no sound in this mode. There's no like third-person sound in quantum. Draw out the... Pew. It's kind of pathetic. That's the multi-tool, repair tool type thing. Or cutter also. Okay. Holster. There we go. All right. Well, I think that about does it. That's the Starfarer. You know, it's going to have an important role. Big organizations, you're doing a large fleet movement, you're going to want this thing, if just to save money, that it can go and scavenge fuel and process it itself, rather than having everybody pay to refill the quantum on the larger ships. It's going to probably be very expensive. So you'll save them money, but you can also keep them moving. You know, depending on how large they are, you might need 2 or 3 of these accompanying a fleet with a Kraken and a couple of other ships. So it's going to be needed. Is it for me? No, but it's definitely going to have a role, and it'll probably be a pretty good moneymaker if you do things right. But that's the Starfarer. Until next time, this has been Paler. Thanks for watching.